Cavendish pub is familiar. I think I've been here with Satisfy Sabahat, and it's some kind of like I don't know whether somebody's birthday or some kind of community celebration. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks very familiar. Like that's the what's the entry? So that's families welcome, and so you see, can you see the paracoda? It's familiar, man. Yeah, really familiar. أبي لا هذا like it's familiar. It's familiar. I think I came with this fight Sabahat to this area, and so that's where this Benson Court. So that's Mona is on the other side house, and so I'm 100% sure I'll be here. Can you see the shit? Like, yeah. So this is the Cavendish Arms. So what is that? So that's Benson Court, Bancroft Court. So the Benson could be like, Benjamin, Biniam, Tadese, the guy, he used to be our manager for Starbucks, so at Lansdowne, no, at Hayes Caraway in Londonbridge. So that's Lansdowne Green. This man. So that's Viceroy's Court. Very interesting. Yeah. The man was just this blind man trapped me like forever, man. Was it Benson Court? Oh, Cornwallis Court. Ooh. Yeah, no wonder. So that's a Cornwallis Court. So William Harris Cornwallis was a kind of like a military leader. He didn't have children, so he was a very famous animal hunter in South Africa, Rhodesia. Uh, he documented all the slave trade that was done in Oromo, in Omo River in Ethiopia. So that's Cornwallis. The man, so this blind man, really the way he trapped me, but I broke free. So that's Lansdowne. So yeah, so that's the building, my friend. Okay, Cornwallis Court. Got it. So that's Cornwallis Court. Okay, and there's in front of us there's what they call this Priory Pub. So that's Cornwallis Court. Okay, so that's the pub called Priory Court. Priory Arms Pub. Okay, so if on the right side is Samla Adulis restaurant, Adulis shop, small really petty shop. Okay, second it's a lady. She had a kid from Jamaican or I don't know, some kind of Caribbean guy. He's on the other side. So Muna is on the tall building. I'll show you in a minute. So this blind man, my goodness, he trapped me for so many. Okay, so that's Lansdowne way. If you go to the left, it's that's Faiz Sabahat. The community is Walker with so that's with Arapane, Gabriel Jojo, and all of them were working. Okay. So what do they have here, man? Burgers, burritos, roasters, lover group kitchen. Okay. So it's so that's Priory Grove. Priory Grove is like this abbey kind of thing, or this monastery. So that's can you see the bus and that's where the Samla shop Adulis is. Bookshop. So that used to be South Bank University Architecture Engineering Department. I don't know now. I don't know what it says. Okay, so that's the tall building is where Mona lives. Okay. Oh man, looks the same. So that's the Cavendish Arms. My goodness. I feel really proud about myself. Like, so that's so you know about this Hubert. Hubert was a guy at YMCA. She wasn't good looking. She had really short hair. I think she's blind, someone from Karan. So she had her friend called Tabar. Tabar was kind of a little bit foolhardy kind of thing. So this Solomon guy, he used to date her. So Tabar was my neighbor initially, very tall, brown skin, but I think she wasn't normal. So Wubet was her friend. I think both of them are Blaines from Karan. So this Blaine, what's her name? Wubet was very aggressive. So she was sexually trying to kind of like dominate. And I think she's much older than us. I think she wanted to grab a man of her choice so that she can have some kids, my friend. Okay? And my friend, after I touched everything of her, I had to back off because she was very aggressive. And she was a kind of woman, like she would trap you and then have kids. Then my friend, you are dead forever. This is like, I'm very familiar, all these Habesha men who die in such kind of sorts. So this is the alleyway, my friend, okay? So that's Wuhbet, okay? So Wuhbet, so Tesfai told the name of his daughter, Hiap, okay? Awat Shishai Mendefara, okay? Mabrato Marigeta brother, dad is brother of Mabrato Marigeta. She called her son Hiab, okay? So what they were trying to do was, Wuhbet was a brown color, but kind of like kind of a really very aggressive lady. So she was trying to be very sexually dominating. So this mind control, these women, when they see you are sexually desperate, especially if you're young, they just keep you as a prisoner forever. So imagine like if I was sleeping with her and have kids, my friend, I would have been dead by now. Like all these Eritrean men who died in that kind of trap. And actually, I'm very proud of myself, how I carry forward myself, how I carry myself, and with control, self-control. Like, I wouldn't have been alive now. So I had this car race here. A long time ago, I had a photo, okay? So that's Wubet. She was trying to trap me so that she can have a kid, and I'm dead forever. So this is the kind of woman they do that in a seductive way. So, so that grudge carried forward for so many years. You got all this more brown color girls like Sunnight and all this. That's why so hard. That's why he told her. They had that grudge kind of thing. Like they say, hey, how dare him, this guy had to, to reject her love advances. My friend, I wanted my life. Okay, that time she was only interested to settle down so that she can trap a man. So this have kids and the guy is trapped forever. I could have been dead by now. And I control myself, my friend. Okay, that's self-control. I never had, I never made love to her, like because I was all over her, but I wouldn't because I was really scared how seductive she was, like so that's who we talk. So these people they have that grudge forever. We call it Tigrinya Kim, my friend. They don't have no reason. I saved myself. So what they were saying is like how this girl didn't trap him and kill him forever. Okay, that was the whole idea. So they tried in another girl, like Sanait, Marta, everything didn't work. That's called self-control, my friend. Okay, that skill saved me. My phase, okay, phase is self-control. Okay, you just don't go sleeping with every woman who comes, like throwing herself at you. That's called self-control, my friend. Discipline. That's faith, and that's how it saved my life. And actually, if my son and my daughters are gonna be that much equipped and with self-control, I will be the most lucky, blessed dad forever. Okay, because that's the dream of every Eritrean parents, so that their children are not controlled by some other really nasty people who just trap them in a seductive way. Like to trap them, like to have kids. Then forever, the woman have the kids, and the man is just like a band, kind of like this. What do you call it? This draft horse, always being led into his days, and it could be a girl or man. So if my son, so I mean, my children, Candy and Emnet, and my daughters are that much self-controlled and disciplined, I will be the most blessed dad forever. Okay, that's what people pray for their children so that they cannot be seduced and they cannot be seduced and dead into sexual immorality with such kind of like very cook people. They don't have no reason to have a grudge at me, like, in fact they should be happy for me that, like, I control myself, okay, with composure, with self-discipline. That's, we're talking about 98, 99, okay. About 30, 20 something years. So they don't have no reason. So that's the mystery about all this Ansaba news, everything, like, because she's Blaine from Karan, and the woman, my friend, I could have been lost by now. Okay, you have a lovely day, guys. So that's my friend, a bit of history. This Gestapo, human zoo at YMCA. Our life, how we've been used as kind of social engineered to, being trapped into all this kind of sort of nasty, seductive women. Like, you don't know what they are, where they came from. You don't know their background. You don't know what kind of job they were doing. You don't know who sends them. You don't know their family background. Okay, so that's a Gestapo concentration camp that will be subjected, so that we can be lost forever as refugees, like, so that we don't have any attachment to our countries. Like, once you have kids from such kind of temptations women, you go on, my friend. Okay, the law protects them because that's what the intention was. Okay, and you did, and I saved my life. So that phase, that self-control, that discipline saved me. And if my son and my daughters, if my son Samuel and my daughters Candy and Umu are gonna have that self-control, so that they don't get trapped by such kind of really nasty people in the future, that's a big blessing from God that I would always cherish, like, because this is like, kind of like a guidance, so, learning lesson to my children, that they can emulate their dad, so that they cannot be controlled in a strange country, in a refugee, and they become slaves forever. They don't make it to their country. Okay, so this Eob told them, Eob Solomon, he made it to his country. Okay, so I break the shackle of all this self-control, of this sexual kind of like trap. They call them honeycombs. Okay, they bring you all these women, my friend, even female. It's like this maze. Okay, it's the what it was it's the maze. They bring you the whole woman of the world. You don't know nothing. Some of them Eritreans, Ethiopians, from other countries, everything. So that's like Gestapo. Okay, you don't know their background, and they trap you in a kind of like a very complicated kind of like maze. And I made it, thanks to God, like, So that's the history of this war bet, and here all that kind of stuff. Why it was, why this gorgeous came to, because they couldn't control me, my friend. You have a lovely day, guys. All right, bye.